you're all having a wonderful week. I just got back from my weekend trip to Norway and I was unpacking my bag and thought a lot of these items actually make good sounds, so I thought, why not make a quick relaxing sound assortment / what's in my bag, with also a couple of rambles about what I got up to in Norway over the weekend. So sit back, relax, put the headphones on and enjoy the sounds, enjoy the whispers, and of course I've brought my dogs back. They were quite a important and well-liked feature of my recent mic brushing video, and as always they are in ultimate sleepy mode, so I thought let's bring them in and set the tone for this relaxing video. So without further ado, I'm going to bring back the bag, which is the first item. So, yeah, basically, my trip was about 3 days. I left on the Friday at like midday and came back Monday morning. I went straight from the airport to work, which was, I mean, it turned out fine, but it was a bit rough. And I spent about 2 days in total in Oslo, and 1 day in a smaller town about an hour from Oslo called Kongsberg. I think I got like a load of photos and videos from the trip, so I think I might overlay some of these like videos as I'm talking, just so you can kind of visualize what I'm speaking about. But yeah, I didn't take any like checked luggage. I just took this rucksack and had everything in here. It's standard rucksack, apart from the zips are actually here at the back. Which basically means that if I'm wearing the rucksack, it can't be opened, so it's good for like not getting stuff stolen, basically. So yeah, surprisingly, me and 4 friends were visiting our friend from uni who's Norwegian and lives in Norway. He grew up in Kongsberg, but he now lives in Oslo where he works. And all this time he's been telling us, like, you need to come and visit. And in the back of my head I was always like, I would love to, but it seemed like Norway would be an expensive place to get to, but the flights were like £20 each way, like 2-hour flights. So I took my DS for the flights, except I only used it on the flight there because the way back I just like passed out. I was pretty tired. But yeah, I've got the game that has like 200 games on installed, so I pretty much just played Super Mario Bros. 64 on the way there, and then didn't use it again, but first day, I arrived with 3 of my friends. One of them went earlier in the day. And we went straight to our friend's apartment. And basically, we got there, went to the shop, bought some food, cooked some dinner. And then it was Friday night, so we started having a couple of beverages. Basically, my dog is he's really settling into the mood here. So yeah, we had some drinks and then we went out to this club, which was really cool actually, because it had like a load of floors, some of which were like standard club floors with music obviously and bars. One thing that is bad about Norway, like what is up with alcohol prices, it's like £3 for one, and this is in a supermarket shop, £3 for one like small can of beer. And then in the club I bought one pint and it was like £10. Anyway, this club was pretty cool. So it had a couple of rooms of like music, but then there was also like games rooms. So we did a bit of I don't know what it's called. It's like a really long wooden table. With like some sand on it, and then you throw these you slide these like metal circles along, and you have to get it as close to the other end as possible, and you get like points and stuff. We played that for a while. It was really fun. So yeah, that was basically the Friday. And then on the Saturday morning, let me take the contacts out of this. So on the Saturday morning, we had this like sauna booked for 9 AM, and it was a half an hour walk away, so we were up nice and early, about 8:15, pretty tired, pretty hungover, and also so there were 6 of us in total, but he lived in like a 2-bed flat, so we couldn't all fit in the flat. But he actually also had the keys to a flat on one of the lower levels, which he was going to be moving into, and like had already been given the keys to start moving his stuff. So we slept in there, me and 2 others, but there was no heating, and obviously it was Norway, so that at night it was like, I don't know, -6, maybe lower, and like I went to sleep in a, let's just say, like a state that's not the best for good decision making. And so I slept with like no sheets. He didn't have any spare sheets, on like a bare mattress, and I just slept with like shorts on and nothing else. So I woke up absolutely frozen, but that was nothing to what was coming next. Oh, I forgot to mention, these were the contacts that I recently got, and honestly, such a game changer. Anyway, So we woke up early, walked across Oslo to where the opera house is. It was quite like a atmospheric, foggy, misty morning. It was pretty cool. And we booked this small sauna there's like a big kind of body of water there it's called a fjord. So we booked a sauna which is like on the fjord, and then the idea is you like jump in the water, which is salt water which had frozen over. And so you might know salt water, what's it called, the melting point is sub-zero because the salt lowers the melting point. So the temperature of the water, the guy that was running the sauna place said that when he measured the temperature in the morning, the water was -2 degrees Celsius. -2 degrees Celsius. So the idea is you jump in the water, stay in there as long as you can, which is not very long unless you're Wim Hof, and then get in the sauna, warm up, hop back in the fjord. It's like hot cold therapy. And so we did that for 2 hours, and I'll probably insert a little clip in here, but oh my god, it was cold. The most amount of time that I was able to stay in was, I think, 40 seconds. And after that, my whole body was on fire. And it took a good, 5 minutes in the sauna to not feel cold anymore. But yeah, that was a really, really cool experience. I've never done anything like that. I've never been so cold. But especially with all the mistiness, and the more the time went on, the higher the sun got, but the mist was still there, so it was, I don't know, it felt like I was in a movie. And we were right by the opera house and stuff, so it was just a really cool experience. I massively overestimated the amount of free time and stuff that I would have, because I brought this book, which I haven't actually ever read before, but I know it's a classic. But the only time I would have had to read it was the flight there, but I chose to play DS instead. And then the rest of the time I was either doing something or sleeping, so I didn't actually read any of this. But I will start it soon. Oh, and if you can read it, it says it's Animal Farm by George Orwell. So yeah, after the fjord swimming, we walked around central Oslo, just seeing the sights, and we got some lunch. We went to this restaurant and had unlimited pizza buffet, and I think it was £9 each or something, which was exactly what we needed. We ate a lot of pizza. And then afterwards we all had to go back to his apartment with a strong case of food coma and had a little 2-hour nap. my friend's parents and see the town where he grew up and stuff. So it was like just over an hour long bus, but there was like a really nice sunset, and yeah, it was a nice bus journey. And then his parents cooked us like a really amazing dinner, and we spent the evening. So it was much snowier in Kongsberg because it was more further north and inland. So they'd made, in their garden, they'd made like a circular sofa out of like packed snow around this little like fire pit thing. So we basically spent the evening chatting around the fire, having some wine, some aquavit, which is like a classic Norwegian drink. I think it means God's water. God's water in Norwegian. But if I had to describe it, it's kind of similar to whiskey, but I personally found it much nicer than whiskey. And it's kind of cool because part of the process of making it is they obviously make the alcohol, store it in barrels, and then these barrels get shipped like twice around the world or something. And the idea is that the constant motion of the waves within like these wooden barrels, which is like a specific type of wood, adds a load of flavour to the drink, and you drink it straight. So yeah, that was really cool. And yeah, honestly, that evening was really special. It was really wholesome, and it was crazy how far his parents went to like host us. And I had a much better night's sleep that night because I was in a heated room, and I had covers, and I slept with some more layers on. Similarly to the book, I took my iPad thinking that I might be able to get some work done while I was there. Who knows what I was thinking? I don't know. But this didn't get taken out my bag until I got home. Well, until I got to work. Straight from the flight. So then the next day we basically looked around the town a bit and then played in the snow like a bunch of kids. We had a massive snowball fight, did a bit of sledging down a hill. It was so much fun. I haven't done it for years because it doesn't snow like that. It doesn't snow enough that often here, and yeah, I just haven't really had the chance to do it for years and years, so it was actually really fun. Then we went back to Oslo, spent the evening there, saw like walked around the town of the city a bit more, and then played some card games that eventually turned into drinking games. At about like 1 AM we were like, yeah, now's a good time to start making the card games into drinking games, even though we all had a flight at 8 AM. And so we were up until like 4. Basically had a nap and then went to the airport. That was the trip. But yeah, I would love to go back and spend like a good few weeks there, because like there's so many diverse things to see. Like I want to go all the way up north and see the northern lights and experience. So up in the north areas is where it's in the winter always dark and in the summer always light. I would love to experience one of those. Maybe the always light thing, the always light version. I feel like always dark might be a bit, I don't know, scary. And you can visit places like Svalbard. That would be cool. And my friend also has a couple of like cabins, one just into Sweden, like just past the border into Sweden, which is by like a lake and in a forest, which sounds amazing in summer. And he also has like a cabin in the mountains in Norway, so I'd love to visit those. But yeah, overall the trip was short, but it felt so much longer, and I feel like we did quite a few different things, which, I don't know, it was just such an amazing trip. I'm very grateful to my friend and the friends that travelled with me. It was a lot of fun. I also had this small like side bag, which I keep my passport and camera in. Let's find the stamps. Yeah. We've got cardamom. Yeah, this was the way there, 27th of January 2023. Also, what's crazy is I need to say a huge thank you to all of you guys, because the video that I filmed just before I left, I mentioned I was like just about to hit 100 subscribers, and then that video, like, it's crazy. So it took about 4 weeks to hit 100 subscribers, which is crazy in itself, and then within the next 4 days I'm now on 200 plus. Like, it's insane. So thank you for all the support, all the likes, all the comments. Man, this journey is so exciting already, and yeah, I just can't wait to see what happens. But you guys are amazing. Let's get out my camera. really stressed. And she had to drive from my house, which was like an hour away from my uni, and race the bus to this service station, the one service station that we were going to stop at. And she just made it in time. So big up to my mum. But this time I remembered you need a passport to travel to different countries. So well done to me. I didn't actually get to take too many photos, just because it's winter, so there wasn't like loads of daylight hours. But I think the ones I did take will be pretty cool, because my dog's really snoring. Yeah, because of the especially that Saturday in Oslo with the mist. It was very atmospheric. But yeah, this camera's been to quite a few places with me now. I got it for my 18th or 19th, my 19th birthday, I think. Just before I was going on a little like trip around Europe. I just like 2 weeks and 4 countries, so it wasn't nothing major. And yeah, ever since then I've just taken it wherever I go, really. My dog's snoring is starting to get quite intense. But yes, this is pretty much everything that I had for the video. These are just some extra film that I took. I don't know if you've noticed, but the microphone has this green light here on the front that kind of tells you if the sound that you're making is like too much, and if it's going to be like distorting the sound or making like uncomfortable sounds. But I've noticed on the past videos that like when I get up close you can kind of see the green light. I don't know if it's distracting, so maybe if you do find it distracting, let me know, and I can maybe find a way to cover it up. But if you don't mind it, then perfect. I hope you're all relaxed. I hope you enjoyed I ended up just telling you about my whole weekend. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it relaxing. I hope you enjoyed the sounds. If you've also been to Norway, let me know what you did, what you thought about it. Let me know if any of you have also tried the fjord swimming and sauna combo. And if you haven't, and you ever get the chance to, I would 100% recommend it. The pain is worth it. One of my friends really was like adamant that he was not getting in, he was just going to stay in the sauna for the whole time. But in the end we managed to get him to try it once, and he was glad that he did, even though he literally just like climbed down the ladder, dunked himself in for a second and then got out. But he was very proud of himself that he did it. This one. I think that is going to do it. Thank you so much for joining me. Please like the video if you liked it, and subscribe if you are new to the channel. rest of your day. I hope the rest of your week goes well. And I will see you back here on Friday. So, I will catch you in the next one.